It is now time for Ask the Expert. It's never too early or too late to plan your financial future.
No matter your age, there are some important steps you can and should be taking. Certified financial planner Tony Drake with wealthwisconsin.com here to show you what to consider at every age. People automatically assume baby boomers, they've got things prepared, handled for retirement, but they're learning from younger folks.
Yeah, a recent survey showed folks in their 30s are saving a lot more than people in their 40s. They actually have a written plan. They're sticking to that plan. I talk to my clients about getting that plan going and sticking to it every day, so really encouraging to hear that the younger generation's catching on a bit.
And you have a message for all age groups, so let's start with those in their 20s.
20s, you know, it's hard to imagine thinking about retirement in your 20s, right? It's about having fun, but a couple things you can do in your 20s. Certainly have to pay down debt. If you can pay those bills on time, it's going to build credit, which is really going to help you later in life. If you can start thinking about savings, you're going to be way ahead of the game. Even if you can stick away 5%, really be ahead. And then once we jump into our 30s, that's when people are starting to get married, maybe thinking about kids. So we always talk about child-proofing your finances. You know, daycare can be expensive. Again, we want to continue to try to avoid debt, but if you can stick away $300 a month just for 3 years, you're going to have a $10,000 cushion, pay for a lot of daycare, some of those expenses that might come up.
Are we into the 30s now or the 40s?
40s, we're all the way to the 40s, yeah.
The new 20, go ahead.
Yeah, 40s, we really have to start maximizing our savings. So by that point, hopefully we're kind of into our careers. If you have a 401k, some type of employer-sponsored plan, you have to at a minimum put in enough to get that match. That's free money you're getting from your employer. Hopefully you can save 10 to 15%, even more. Start thinking about getting rid of some of those bigger bills, that debt. If you still have debt at this point, want to make sure we're knocking out those larger balances with the big interest rates. Those are really going to be a burden as we get later on into our career and into retirement.
At 50?
50s, now's the time to really make sure if you don't have a plan, you have to get a financial plan. This is the time to knock out those big debts, the house, the boat, the car. The more we can eliminate those monthly payments, the less we're going to have to take out of our savings in retirement, so it's not going to be as big of a burden. It's something we really want to think about. Biggest concern I have for my retirees coming in is, do I have enough money? Am I going to be okay? If we can get rid of some of that, we're going to draw less on our accounts. We don't have to worry about outliving our money.
60s?
60s. That's the time where a lot of people are jumping into retirement too early.
Oh.
6 out of 10 people, though, in their 60s said they're going to have to work longer because they haven't planned yet. So it's really an important time to have that plan. You have to have your plan for retirement before you retire. I mean, too many people are, you know, they retire and they say, well, what am I going to do? And it's a little too late then. So you want to have your plan first. Really important time to think about Social Security. A lot of folks think of Social Security. I take it at 62, full retirement age or 70. There's actually hundreds of different ways to turn on Social Security, and tens of $20, $30, $40, $50,000 in the balance over your lifetime. So really important that you talk to someone that's experienced there and has the right plan for you.
And just to wrap it up, 70, you think at that point you're coasting, but there's still some planning you can do.
Yeah, there's still some planning. We're living longer and longer. We really want to think about that longevity of our dollar, you know, and it's an important time to think about estate planning. You know, what do we want to pass to whom? Make sure that that's set up properly. Things are set up, it can be a breeze for the family. If not, it can be a real headache.
All right, Tony Drake, thank you. Got a question for our experts? Email them. Ask the Expert at today's TMJ4.com. You can also leave a voicemail. The number to call is right there on your screen.